Wednesday, July the 13th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's begin again with a couple of those web cameras that I like showing you here in the video early this morning. Kill Devil Hills on the left, that's the Avalon Pier web camera. And on the right, the Beach Mountain Parkway cam, courtesy of resortcams.com. Temperature 77 at Kill Devil Hills and 65 high atop Beach Mountain rather. Now, yesterday, a pretty hot and sticky day across the southeastern part of the country, and heat is going to be a theme across the central and at times into the eastern U.S. over the next 10 days. You'll see more on that coming up in just a moment. The brutal July continues down in Columbia, 101 the high yesterday, 93 the high in Fayetteville and Charlotte, 91 in Greensboro and Raleigh. A little bit more sunshine yesterday, and that allowed temperatures to get up a little bit warmer than expected around the Triad viewing area especially. And I think today is going to be even hotter. Low to mid 90s out there. Charlotte yesterday at 93, 92 in Monroe, and Gastonia 94, the high in Wadesboro. All right, so there's a look at the visible satellite imagery yesterday. Had a decent amount of sunshine for a while, and then some areas of showers and thunderstorms developed on into the region. This is the temperature setup this morning. 80 in Charleston, 81 in Myrtle Beach, 71 in Charlotte, Columbia 79, 60s in many mountain spots. Here on this Wednesday morning, dew point still up there. It's another warm and sticky start to our day today. All right, yesterday, there's your scattering of showers and thunderstorms that developed across the region. They were not as impressive as what we've seen on recent days, but you notice here the last few frames, this became a pretty good complex of storms here in central North Carolina that continued to work eastward through the night. Around the Triad viewing area, there you go, hit or miss showers or thunderstorms as yesterday rolled along. Some of those thunderstorms moved through the Charlotte viewing area as well, and as is almost always the case this time of year, some of the storms produced a good amount of lightning. Severe weather, not a huge problem yesterday. Very few severe weather reports across the region. Some very unevenly distributed pockets of heavy rain, especially though focused over into eastern North Carolina as that complex of storms really matured overnight. So the radar pretty quiet in most spots this morning, but there is that complex of storms over the pre-dawn hours has been exiting off of the Carolina coast. Otherwise, some big storms trying to fire in parts of Missouri, Illinois, back into Kansas. Some severe weather ongoing there. That's associated with our next cold front. And that is over the plains. That'll play a decent role in our weather over the weekend. Heat and humidity building across the region, though. The afternoon thunderstorm coverage probably fairly limited, especially south of I-40. Southern North Carolina may not be a whole lot of activity around at all, a few storms, but pretty widely separated storms overall. Your greatest severe weather threat definitely over the upper Midwest and the Plain States today, but again, as we've seen of late, maybe one or two storms that produce a damaging wind gust or two across the region later today. The heat becoming more significant. There's your Wednesday highs across the region. Now we take a look at tomorrow. A lot of us rain-free. Look at the heat. And your Thursday afternoon, heat index values over 100 in many Piedmont spots tomorrow. And then we get on out into Friday, that front beginning to approach. So some better afternoon storm chances Friday with highs still pretty steamy. Over the weekend, that front stalls out pretty close by. And that means, I think, a pretty good opportunity for some scattered showers and thunderstorms at times over the weekend. And really, Sunday's looking especially active at this point. And here's your weekend highs backing down a bit. There's Saturday and there's Sunday. Heat backing down due to more shower and thunderstorm chances. Tropics still very quiet. Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, Atlantic Ocean. No big areas of concern out there this morning. All right, let me show you the upper level pattern. This is the European model. Here we are today, bit of a trough still hanging around through the weekend, but then look at this huge ridge going up. That is a 597 decameter ridge. That's a big, big ridge over the central part of the country. Tons of heat underneath that ridge, and it tries to edge into the eastern part of the country with time as we get later into next week. So heat will be a big story you hear a lot about in many locations across the country next week. We'll see how hot it gets here, but certainly over the plains and the Midwest, it's going to be hot next week. There you go. Not a great coverage of showers and storms today on the GFS. Similar tomorrow, but watch this. This is Friday, and then Friday evening. Still looks like a good round of late-day storms Friday. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. Sunday, scattered thunderstorms. And then Monday, Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, still a few thunderstorms remaining a possibility for us. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody have a great Wednesday, and God bless.